Hello, I'm Sue Hausmann, and we're coming to you from the set of America Sews, where we just taped an America Sews show with guests Shelley and David Hook, and you guys did a great job.
Thanks.
Shelley, share a little bit what you talked about.
Well, I talked about some different ideas for inspiration for choosing quilting designs and quilting patterns for your unfinished projects, for your quilt tops.
And how to put them on, how to choose sizes and styles.
Yep.
It was great.
Oh, thanks.
But then you picked it up and had even a better idea, and a better way to lay that quilt out.
Yes, I used the QBOT software to lay out the designs on a picture of the quilt, and then take the designs over to the QBOT on the frame and quilt them out.
And so we did that, but I'd like you to go over to the frame now and tell us about something, because I understand that there is an upgrade for QBOT.
Yes.
And you're going to tell us about it.
Yes, QBOT has been, we have an upgrade that takes it to version 2.06. And in version 2.06, we have a lot of really neat new features. The first thing is we have 4-point scaling. And most of us have put a quilt on a frame and have it just a little bit crooked. Maybe not as crooked as this one is on right now, but just enough that when we chose the upper right and lower left corners and did the scaling of the design, it would show up just a little bit askew. So now we can quilt, and we have a scaling type, 2 points or 4 points, and we can choose which way we want to do it. If we choose 4 points, we choose all the corners, and then QBOT will automatically correct for any angularity problem or skew. And also with that, we can then quilt inside of triangles and pick triangular areas as well, and it makes it a lot easier. Another thing that we've done, and this comes from feedback from quilters, is say you have a continuous line pattern that's not a motif, but more like an edge-to-edge or a border design, but you only have 12 inches of it. So right now, with the current version of the QBOT firmware, you would have to, once that was done, you'd have to resize and then continue and try to pick up those points. Now we have a function called another or overlay. And once you get to the end of the first line, it says another, overlay, or exit. If you choose another, it starts right where it left off, and you can continue down the quilt.
So for example, if you've got the 12 inches, if you want another, right where it ends, it will then do another 12 inches.
Exactly.
Versus overlay, which is?
An overlay would go back to the beginning, which was what we used to call a repeat.
Okay, great.
So that, we've also adjusted the speed, so now it's about 20% faster than QBOT version 1.3 at the base level, and you can adjust that up to 250% speed.
And you can adjust it as it's quilting.
As it's quilting.
Wow.
So, oh, and you forgot about rotations.
Oh, also we have, with the 4-point scaling method, we can, once it scales, we can choose how to rotate the design inside that area, and we can choose we can rotate all the way around a circle. So
the existing collection that comes with the QBOT, one of the designs, for example, gives the appearance of like a fan, and in order to have it, say, be flush left, fanning, like say from 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock, if you
like
wanted
your grandmother's fan.
Yes.
Yeah,
If you wanted to have it go in the opposite direction, say from 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock, you'd have to choose that file. With the new version, you just rotate it. You just do the rotate function.
Great.
So that's really handy. All right there. You don't have to go back to the computer. It's just all right there.
So what do you think?
I think it sounds fabulous. In fact, I'll tell you something. I need this upgrade, and I'll bet everybody else does too.
It makes it much easier than it already is.
All right. Happy quilting, everybody.